All right, so welcome to Happiness in the Workplace. My name's Ray White. I'm Director of Workplace Programs for the Pursuit of Happiness. And most of you have seen our website, pursuitofhappiness.org. And, we're focused on bringing the science of happiness to life and helping people find the information, research, and data that actually proves happiness is important and actually proves there are ways to be happy. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So we'll start with a little story. Many years ago, in a faraway land, two princesses had a dream, and they wanted to start a new kingdom where employees were happy. They'd been kicked out of their old kingdom by a mean witch who promoted her subjects based on how unhappy they were and how unhappy they made their employees. Because, of course, she knew that if the employees weren't happy, they're not working hard enough, and if they're not working hard enough, they weren't going to make her rich. So the princesses set out to change the world. But even the elders of the new kingdom had their doubts about the profitability of a kingdom based on happiness, a kingdom with happy employees. So the elders hired a chancellor from a very large kingdom of Fortune 500. And that chancellor happened to be me. My name's Ray White. I've got 33 years of experience, 9 of it at the C-level. I've been with 2 Fortune 500 companies, 6 startups. In the last 2 companies, we won 14 Great Places to Work awards. And we do that because we focused on happiness and engagement of our employees. I teach happiness, I teach success and leadership, and like I've told you, I'm part of the Pursuit of Happiness team. And what's most important is what these princesses taught me. For every one thing I was able to bring to them, they taught me 10 different things. And that's what I want to share with you is kind of what these ladies taught me and how to really be profitable and run a good company. So let's start with a poll. One of the things I want to focus on is I want to make sure my comments reach your needs. And so I'll get this poll going here. What we want to know is, are you wanting to, here, just a second, hopefully. So, are you wanting to improve happiness in the workplace for yourself? So you want to be happier at work? Do you want to do it for your team, like you've got a group that you manage? Or do you want to do it for the whole organization? And so I'll try to adjust my comments based on that. And we'll give everybody a minute or two here to get their votes in. Just a few more people. Most people have voted. We're up to 80%, so you guys keep going. By the way, throughout the presentation, if you have any challenges, you can type your question up in the upper right-hand corner, and I've got a moderator who will try to let me know what's going on, and we'll try to get things working for you. All right, well, let's go ahead and close this poll and look at the results. And so a lot of people are here to learn how to be happy at work, which is great. We'll focus on that. And a lot to help their team and a few to help their organization. So I'll try to manage my comments accordingly. So mostly how we as individuals can be happy. We'll work a little bit on the team, and then we'll also work a little bit on the organization. So let's get back to our slides. Okay, so the first thing I want to clarify is when we talk about happiness, I'm not talking about rainbows and cotton candy, right? So we're not talking about employees skipping around the office and smiling all the time. Although that's fantastic, that's probably not realistic. And that's really not what we talk about when we talk about happiness. We're more talking about an employee or you yourself or your team wanting to get up out of bed every day and go to work. So when you get up in the morning, you're going, yes, I do want to go to work, versus, oh my gosh, I've got to go to work today. It's going to be another horrible day. So that's what we're focused on when we talk about happiness. And our measurements when we were doing this were business performance. How did we do as far as profitability, revenue growth, those kinds of things? And how do we do compared to our competitors, employee surveys and asking how the employees were doing, and eventually Great Places to Work surveys and benchmarks. So we did engagement studies, and when we applied for Great Places to Work awards, it was all based on the employees and what they had to say, so we could use those and benchmark those against what other companies like ours were saying. All right, so let's see what we can. All right, so why is happiness important? Why should we be talking about it? Your happiest employees are 47% more productive than their least happy colleagues. And, what you guys are going to see here is I'm going to try to throw out as much of the science as I can. I'm also going to throw out my experience and what we've run into. But there's a whole lot more to support this. When I give you this bullet point, I can give you 50 more that are very similar. So we'll go through a few of those. The other thing is, down in the bottom right hand of your screen, you'll see my email, raywhite1@verizon.net. I'm not going to be able to get to all the questions today, just because there's so many people and there's so many things we've got to talk about. But I'll try to get to the ones I can. But feel free to send me an email, raywhite1@verizon.net. Feel free to send me an email, and I promise I'll answer every question that comes over email that I'm not able to answer during the session today. So the happy employees are more productive. We can link employee satisfaction engagement to customer satisfaction, so it makes our customers happier. There's a clear relationship between high levels of employee engagement and improved financial and operational results. And engaged organizations have 3.9 times earnings per share. So almost 4 times earning per share growth rate compared to organizations that aren't as engaged. So it is important to teach these organizations how to be happier. So getting back to our story. The princesses clearly communicated the purpose of their kingdom, and the purpose we worked with in this case was relationships and results. And so what does the science tell us? The science tells us that human beings want meaning and purpose in their life. They want to belong to something or have something that's bigger than themselves, right? And that's from Martin Seligman. Doctors who are allowed to work on something meaningful to them cut their burnout rate by 50%. So here you've got a group of people, and every day their job is to help people. Yet when they were allowed to do something even more meaningful than that, usually it had to do with research on some kind of a cure or something like that, they cut their burnout rate by 50%. So it works for autonomy and purpose.